everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today I am so very excited because today I am going to be doing my 10th update for It's Panning Cats and Dogs, a Fantastic Ladies collaboration focusing on our fluffy and furry friends. So I have 5 items that I'm rolling and working on in this project. I'm getting very close to the end of the prompt list and I have met one goal for today's update. I wasn't expecting to meet a goal. However, again, as you've heard in all my videos, it's hot. It is very summery here. Dogs need to get walked. I'm walking them kind of first thing in the morning. I am still doing my makeup twice a day because you do the makeup before the dog walk and then do the makeup after the dog walk after I've gone through the shower. So that is the only reason why I was able to hit a usage goal here this month, because there's a lot of items being rolled in last month. So, my goodness, there's a lot to talk about today, so without further ado, I'm just going to dive into it. And I'm going to be starting off with this item that it's been in here for so long. This is my Kay Eyeliner in brown or brunette or whatever it is. It's up on the screen. This is in for the prompt of poop bags, something that you run out of at the worst possible time. And for me, that an eyeliner, mascara, those are kind of the ones that fit this prompt. My goal is to finish this item, and I have been very bad at reaching for this. I've only reached for it 4 times, bringing me to 66 use in the project, and yes, I am wearing it today. So I'm not reaching for this one as much. Like, I do like this. This is my favorite eyeliner of the ones I currently have in projects, but because it's my favorite, I'm reaching for the other ones. I'm not enjoying as much trying to get them used up. Yeah, so now I have to be careful, like, every time I open this, because you guys know this is, oh, it's still in there, good. This is broken, so I've been working on this broken bit for a very long time. That's how much I have left. This is why I haven't been marking anything. And do I have, oh yeah, I've got, oh dear. Okay, and then after that broken bit, I still have that much product left. So, I don't know. I'm going to continue using this broken bit until it, I can't work with it anymore, or if it falls out onto the floor, because living with dogs, that's a no-go. I don't think I can get this done in this project unless I focus in on this particular one. So we'll see. This is going to be a very interesting, all over the place kind of update, you guys. The second item I've been working on for a little bit. The second item I'm working on for a little bit, I think I rolled it in June, so it's been for a couple updates for the harness, something that you've been holding yourself back from working on, and that is this blush, which the packaging is, the name's gone. This is my Milani Luminoso Blush, the baked powder blush. These are powder products. They're going to take a long time, but I'm still going to show you the progress because, maybe there's some progress in there. This is where I'm at today. I am wearing this blush on my cheeks today as well. I did this deliberately, as you guys can see. This I have used a total of 18 times since my last update, bringing me to 57 uses in the project. This, because of the eyeshadow, I'm just kind of slapping on my eyelids before the dog walk. This has been more of my go-to. So I've been reaching for this blush a fair amount for pre-dog walk. So first thing in the morning makeup, just a couple of times as my main, because it depends what I have on the eyes. Now this I have just rolled into my Use Those Eyeshadows project, so I have something to pair it with. So I have the eyeshadow, I got blush, it's more warm tone, it's bronzy. I will pair those together, so that's going to be staying in the project probably till the finale. Because my goal with that one was simply to make progress. There was no way I was going to be hitting pan on it, and I didn't really want to put a set usage goal, simply because I didn't know what eyeshadows I would be working on, because most of my eyeshadows, I tend to prefer more of a pink look. Speaking of pink looks, that brings me to starting off with what I rolled in last month. So we have the Danessa Myricks. This is their Dew Wet Balm in the shade Rosewater. This was rolled in for the prompt of the black cat. So lots of different ways you could go for black product, black packaging, black owned beauty, and that's where this one came into play, although I guess the sticker on the back is also black. Now I have reached for this one. Again, this makeup choice today is where these numbers are really coming from. 34 times. 34 times since my last update. My goal is 50 uses, which leaves only 16 more uses for me to hit my goal on this particular item here. And as you guys can see, like, it is definitely looking a lot more worn. Like, obviously, the product itself is a lot more textured than it was at the last update when I rolled it in. So for me, I'm seeing usage on it very clearly, and obviously still, like, it's got a long way to go to hit pan or anything like that, but that's not the goal in this project. When I use this, because it is a dew wet balm, I kind of use this as a blush highlighter combo. So I will put a powder blush on top of this. Usually it's been the Clinique Ruby Pop that I have in my Deca Panning project. However, I don't use a powder highlight with this one just because it seems to be enough of the highlight on its own. So just so you have that in mind. Now this next prompt. I was not expecting to finish this item in this project, but I actually think I might. This was in for the prompt of the long-haired cat, so you had to pick your favorite hair care item. I don't really have a favorite hair care item, just because I'm very lazy with my hair. I don't do a whole lot with it. Sorry, guys. So I rolled in my favorite product type, which is kind of more of your leave-in conditioning sprays. Now, again, showering twice a day, and that is done now at this point because I am back to work. But guys, and it's a little frothy from moving it around, so sorry, apologies for that. But this is where I was when I rolled it in last time. It was showering twice a day, and I do use this after every shower to help detangle the hair. So we're down to there. Yeah, obviously that's not a whole lot left to go. You do have to, of course, shake it up before you use it and yeah, hide all that progress. I don't think I'll have it done. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'll get it done at some point. But, like, it took me a couple months to make the progress from the top, and it was full right to the tippy top. So that's, I was going to say crazy, but it's not. Like, I am using it twice a day. I have been spraying a fair amount of it, and wow, I'm just surprised is all. But yeah, that is kind of my favorite hair care product category. Then the last item that I had rolled into this project was for the prompt of the Bichon Freeze, which was a clean makeup or skincare item. So last month when I rolled this in, I gave my whole spiel about how I picked an item. So if you're unfamiliar, go check out the last video of the playlist. Although you would have had tons of spoilers for what's going on. So I rolled in a bronzer because I'm currently not working on a bronzer. Oh, it's so reflective. This is my LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer. So this was a brand new, untouched item in my collection. I was a little bit concerned about the color. I felt it looked a little on the green olive side, but I think we're doing okay with it. My goal was 50 uses. I am also wearing this one today, so you guys can see that this bronzer in action, and it's been the only bronzer I've been wearing for the last month. My goal was 50 uses, and again, with showering twice a day, I've gone to 59 uses. So, 59 uses gets me to this point here. So, the triangle shape is, it's difficult a little bit, but you can see there's definite on this side here, a little bit of some wearing down of the product. I'll have a video for you guys so maybe you can see it a little bit better. There's a little bit of some brush stroking going on here, but no, I was going to say no dip, but when I'm looking at this side here, like that's definitely lower down than on these sides because that's the largest area where my brush gets a lot of product. So I have met my goal on this one, so we're going to be rolling this one out and replacing it with one of the last 3 prompts, because I only have 3 prompts left in this project, so hopefully we'll be able to get them all rolled in. Now, as you guys can see, I use my Tiny Decisions app to help me pick my last prompt for today, and the only prompt for today. And as you guys can see, I picked the prompt of ID tags. ID tags, you're going to take the first letter of your name. I know the subtitle on YouTube gets this wrong all the time. It's Karina with a C. It threw off my mother-in-law because she's German and, you know, C doesn't really exist. But that's the first letter of my name, so I had to go find a product that starts with the letter C. And guys, why? Why am I doing this to myself? I know why I'm doing it to myself. But I have so many eyeshadows and other projects right now, including ones I'm not even using. But let's just do another one. This palette here is from Quo Beauty. This is their Cherry Balm eyeshadow palette. So there is my C. And let me open this up for you guys. I bought this on clearance at Shoppers Drug Mart. And this is a palette I've used a couple of times. We have some eyeshadows here that have 1 gram of product. And then these two here have 1.8 grams. It's almost looking like that could be a blush, and like maybe we could do some highlighters. I don't know. It could be multi-purpose, of course, but I tend to use this one just as an eyeshadow palette. And I have used it a couple times, enough for me to be like, yep, that's good. But the question I have for this palette is, because, you know, there's a lot of kind of basic looking colors in here. So is this a palette I want to keep in my collection? This is my quest that I'm currently on. So this is one of the few palettes not from BoxyCharm. I did purchase this one myself. Of course, I also bought my own BoxyCharm, but you know what I mean. Right, I bought this on Clear Out, and I want to play with it a little bit and decide, is this something I want to really keep in my collection? Will I enjoy it? Does it perform well? Etc., so on and so forth. So I'm going to be putting in my usual classic 10 uses on this particular palette, which means 10 holistic uses. I'm not going to be like, oh, this one I need to use 10 times, or this one I need to use 10 times. As long as I'm reaching for the palette for 10 looks, that's going to satisfy my goal. And as you guys know from my Use Those Eyeshadows project, I tend to use a palette holistically, meaning I will reach for probably just this and only this, because it's got everything in here I need for an eye look. Right, we've got some transition crease shades. They like a matte in the crease. We got some deepening up outer corner options. We got some sparkly goodness for all the lid. We got inner corner highlight. We got so much stuff going on. So I should be good to reach for this one and kind of make a decision. So if I get to my 10 uses, that probably means yes, I do like this palette and I want to keep it. And it's going to be great for everyday looks. It also kind of gets some fall leaning looks over on this side of the palette here. So this is a wonderful time of the year, I think, to roll this in and kind of see what I do. Of course, if I end up deciding I'm going to declutter it, then it's going to be decluttered rather than meeting the 10 use goal. Okay, so that was a lot of stuff, but also not a lot of stuff at the same time. But in terms of my goals for next month, so, all right. Goal number 1, this one should be fairly obvious, 16 more uses on my Danessa Myricks blush highlighty thingy-majiggy. That's going to be no problem to finish off. Now, I need to do some thinking and some planning. And if you guys want to cast your vote, essentially, let me know your thoughts. If you've been catching up with my other projects, you know how many eyeshadows I have in. Because we only have 2 prompts left, I do want to get those 2 prompts. Should I try to get my 10 uses on this one? And get this one finished off and taken care of? Like, should I be which eyeshadows, essentially, should I be focused on to meet my goals on? Is basically the question I am struggling with. So that could be a goal. I need to think about it, decide. I could also kind of hyper-focus in on the Kay Eyeliner and kind of reach for that one as my everyday staple. Because I do like browns, and a brown eyeliner will work with most of the eyeshadows. Not all of them. I got a gray. I don't think the brown look really good with a gray. But I could use it for most of my eye look. So I'll have to decide. But those are kind of the tentative goals at this particular moment. Now, of course, next month is September's update. It is the last update in the project before the finale in October. So regardless of how many goals I hit, I will roll in those last 2 items, those last 2 prompts, so at least I get to work on them and play with them a little bit. But that is going to wrap up today's 10th update for It's Panning Cats and Dogs. So let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe so you don't miss my next update. Give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.